Epictetus. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. No man is free who is not master of himself. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. Don't explain your philosophy, embody it. We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. Keep silence for the most part, and speak only when you must, and then briefly. Books are the training weights of the mind. First, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. No great thing is created suddenly. Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control, and some things are not. If you wish to be a writer, write. The world turns aside to let any man pass who knows where he is going. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. If anyone is unhappy, remember that his unhappiness is his own fault. Nothing else is the cause of anxiety or loss of tranquility, except our own opinion. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Progress is not achieved by luck or accident, but by working on yourself daily. Circumstances don't make the man. They only reveal him to himself. Man is not worried by real problems so much as by his imagined anxieties about real problems. When you are offended at any man's fault, turn to yourself and study your own failings. Then you will forget your anger. It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows. Know first who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly. It is not events that disturb the minds of men, but the view they take of them. No matter what happens, it is within my power to turn it to my advantage. Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens. The greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it. Skillful pilots gain their reputation from storms and tempests. It's so simple, really. If you say you're going to do something, do it. If you start something, finish it. An ignorant person is inclined to blame others for his own misfortune. To blame oneself is proof of progress, but the wise man never has to blame another or himself. From this instant on, vow to stop disappointing yourself. Separate yourself from the mob. Decide to be extraordinary, and do what you need to do now. It is the nature of the wise to resist pleasures, but the foolish to be a slave to them. Every difficulty in life presents us with an opportunity to turn inward and to invoke our own submerged inner resources. The trials we endure can and should introduce us to our strengths. He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. Tentative efforts lead to tentative outcome. Man is not fully free unless he is master of himself. Try not to react merely in the moment. Pull back from the situation. Take a wider view. Compose yourself. The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. Men are disturbed not by the things that happen, but by their opinion of the things that happen. Nothing truly stops you. Nothing truly holds you back, for your own will is always within your control. Don't seek to have events happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do happen, and all will be well with you. Other people's views and troubles can be contagious. Don't sabotage yourself by unwittingly adopting negative, unproductive attitudes through your associations with others. I have to die. If it is now, well then I die now. If later, then now I will take my lunch, since the hour for lunch has arrived, and dying I will tend to later. I laugh at those who think they can damage me. They do not know who I am. They do not know what I think. They cannot even touch the things which are really mine and with which I live. To live a life of virtue, match up your thoughts, words, and deeds. God has entrusted me with myself. No man is free who is not master of himself. A man should so live that his happiness shall depend as little as possible on external things. The world turns aside to let any man pass who knows where he is going. If you hear that someone is speaking ill of you, instead of trying to defend yourself, you should say, "He obviously does not know me very well, since there are so many other faults he could have mentioned." The best place to get help is from yourself. Freedom and happiness are won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. You are a little soul carrying around a corpse. Learn to distinguish what you can and can't control. Within our control are our own opinions, aspirations, desires, and the things that repel us. They are directly subject to our influence. Man is troubled not by events, but by the meaning he gives them. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Stop aspiring to be anyone other than your own best self, for that does fall within your control. It is our attitude toward events, not events themselves, which we can control. Nothing is by its own nature calamitous. Even death is terrible, only if we fear it. Only the educated are free. In life, our first job is this: to divide and distinguish things into two categories. Externals I cannot control, but the choices I make with regard to them, I do control. Where will I find good and bad? In me, in my choices. It is not things in themselves which trouble us, but our opinions of things. No great thing is created suddenly. There must be time. Give your best and always be kind. Don't demand or expect that events happen as you would wish them to. Accept events as they actually happen. That way, peace is possible. Happiness and personal fulfillment are the natural consequences of doing the right thing. Suffering arises from trying to control what is uncontrollable or from neglecting what is within our power. You have been given your own work to do. Get to it right now. Do your best at it. And don't be concerned with who is watching you. Create your own merit. We can't control the impressions others form about us, and the effort to do so only debases our character. Practice yourself, for heaven's sake, in little things, and then proceed to greater. The beginning of philosophy is a consciousness of your own weakness and inability in necessary things. Seek not that the things which happen should happen as you wish, but wish the things which happen to be as they are, and you will have a tranquil flow of life. The essence of philosophy is that a man should so live that his happiness shall depend as little as possible on external things. Desire and happiness cannot live together. Any person capable of angering you becomes your master. Fortify yourself with contentment, for this is an impregnable fortress. What disturbs people's minds are not events, but their judgments on events. It is the part of an uneducated person to blame others, where he himself fares ill. To blame himself is the part of one whose education has begun. To blame neither another nor his own self is the part of one whose education is already complete. On the occasion of every accident that befalls you, remember to turn to yourself and inquire what power you have for turning it to use. What ought one to say then as each hardship comes? I was practicing for this. I was training for this. Seek to be the purple thread in the long white gown. Never say of anything, I have lost it. Only say that I have given it back. The flourishing life cannot be achieved until we moderate our desires and see how superficial and fleeting they are. We all carry the seeds of greatness within us, but we need an image as a point of focus in order that they may sprout. No greater thing is created suddenly, any more than a bunch of grapes or a fig. If you tell me that you desire a fig, I answer you that there must be time. Let it first blossom, then bear fruit, then ripen. It is unreasonable to think we can earn rewards without being willing to pay the true price. It is always our choice whether or not we wish to pay the price for life's rewards. Freedom is not procured by a full enjoyment of what is desired, but by controlling the desire. Know you not that a good man does nothing for appearance sake, but for the sake of having done right. Caretake this moment. Immerse yourself in its particulars. Respond to this person, this challenge, this deed. Cultivations. Stop giving yourself needless trouble. It is time to really live, to fully inhabit the situation you happen to be in now. To pay homage to beauty is to admire nature. To admire nature is to worship God. Give yourself fully to your endeavors. Decide to construct your character through excellent actions, and determine to pay the price of a worthy goal. The trials you encounter will introduce you to your strengths. If one oversteps the bounds of moderation, the greatest pleasures cease to please. Preach not to others what they should eat, but eat as becomes you, and be silent. Contentment comes not so much from great wealth as from few wants. What is it to be a philosopher? Is it not to be prepared against events? You lose only the things you have. I must die. Must I then die lamenting? I must be put in chains. Must I then also lament? I must go into exile. Does any man then hinder me from going with smiles and cheerfulness and contentment? You are but an appearance, and not absolutely the thing you appear to be. Thank you for liking and subscribing. It really helps to create more videos for you. These were Epictetus Quotes. So what is your favorite Epictetus quote? I want to know also what is your favorite Stoic philosopher. Tell me in the comments down below. Stay safe, and see you again in Wise Sayings channel.